What's going on, everyone? My name is Under the Radar, and welcome back to the EWT. This is the final week of the regular season of the EWT, and we are going up against somebody who has quite literally taken the league, picked it up, turned it upside down, and throttled it on its forehead. He has absolutely destroyed everybody. He has played very, very well in his games. I watch every single one of his videos, and that is automatic. He has a phenomenal team. He's been playing super well, but above all else, all that really matters at the end of the day, no matter what I say, he is undefeated up until this point. And we are in a win and in situation. So this is a very much, I need to take out the big guys if I want to make it into playoffs. And I think that I'm in a catch-22 here, and I'm going to explain why before we go too much into the team breakdowns and stuff. So if I win and in, there's a very good chance I will make last place of playoffs, meaning that I'll face the #1 seed, who is automatic. So there is a very good chance that if I make playoffs, I will have to face Homeboy again round 1 of playoffs, and I have to bring my best team now to make it into playoffs. So I'm in a very, very, very tough situation, just because I do not think there is much that I can do differently than what I'm bringing this week, because I've gotten extremely creative. I have built very, very well for this. I want to give a big shout out to Team Knots TV. His links will be down in the description below, along with Automatics. Make sure you guys go check out both of them. Team Knots TV, he's a much smaller YouTuber. He has a much smaller channel, so go show him some love. He is extremely smart and extremely knowledgeable, and he really does help me out in building all the time, like literally every single day. So go check out both of them. But with that, let's just go ahead and look at what he has. He has Darmanitan Galar form, which is, by the way, one of my all-time favorite Pokemon. That and regular Darmanitan, love them both. Gengar, Serena, Rotom Wash, Talonflame, Registeel, and Golurk. Those are the main 7 that I think he could bring. But Gardevoir and Pangoro are also up on that list, just because they're both really good Pokemon. They're really good offensively versus me, because I don't really have the best switch-ins. My Fairy Resists don't resist Psychic, and I do not have a Fairy Resist outside of Silvally Steel. And Pangoro just gets super effective coverage for literally every single Pokemon in the entire game. So I do not think that there is a chance, there's a chance they'll come, but he has shown to love Galar Darm, he has shown to love Gengar, and he has shown to love Rotom. Those are the 3 Pokemon that I know for a fact he loves more than anything on this draft, and the one thing I'm scared of more than anything is Registeel, because I do not have a reliable way of breaking Spadef, Rest, Sleep Talk, Iron Defense, Body Pressed Registeel outside of Silvally Ghost, where he can't touch me, or outside of critting it. So I don't even have Haze that much. I have like a little bit of it, but not much. So it's very, very difficult for me to beat that Pokemon. So that is what I'm most scared of, and I had to basically build a set to be able to 1v1 it. So let's just go ahead and look at the team. So my Slowbro here, this is where TNTV really came in clutch, because he really did suggest this set and stand by it, and I listened to him, and I didn't want to, but I do think it has really good merit, because it does do very, very well versus Otto's playstyle, which he likes to pivot around. He likes to click U-turn a lot. He likes to see what your initial switch in is and then click U-turn on it and try to take advantage of it. So I'm trying to take advantage of him taking advantage of me, which kind of sounds a little like convoluted, but that's the goal with this set. Trick Room, Scald, Psychic, and Flamethrower with the weakness policy. The goal is to get this in on a double from Rillaboom, because his only switch into Rillaboom is Talonflame. He's going to try to get the Flame Body Burn, and I'm going to go into Slowbro quite literally every single time. And then if he clicks U-turn, which I'm fully expecting, because I don't expect him to want to click like Bulk Up, I don't expect him to want to be Banded, I'm expecting a really fat Roost U-turn, Flare Blitz, Brave Bird, maybe Taunt, but I doubt it. And then he pops the weakness policy, I go for a Trick Room, and I claim one. Quite literally, everything on my opponent's team dies after about 25% of chip. The only things that do not die, Gardevoir and AV Pangoro and AV Serena, but even AV Serena at 75% is a very good roll to die. Quite literally everything else just dies. Rotom also does not die, but again, 25%, it's dead. Scald, Psychic, Flamethrower hits the entire team for pretty much perfect neutral damage, but that is kind of how the team is going to be centered around, trying to get this into a position where it's in on Talonflame, forcing Talonflame to click U-turn, and then popping the weakness policy. I could also live a single Darm U-turn, a Serena U-turn, a Rotom Volt switch, things like that. I can live those. It's just, it's a lot harder for me to compared to Talonflame's U-turn. So then we have Rillaboom. This is going to be my designated Golurk check because I know for a fact that Otto, he's going to respect Regieleki. He is going to respect Regieleki because he knows that I love that thing. So I have to bring a really good check to it. So I'm bringing no item Rillaboom. With Grassy Glide, Knock Off, U-turn, and Protect. I have Knock Off to be able to knock off Boots from Talonflame. I have Grassy Glide for priority for Rillaboom in the late game in case I need it. I have U-turn to gain me a little bit of momentum in case he doesn't bring Talonflame. And then, most importantly, that you are going to see on this, and I think 2 other Pokemon, Protect. How do you beat Galar Darmanitan? You click Protect, see what they lock themselves into, and then you go into the check to that move. So that is kind of what the goal is here. Whenever I have Rillaboom in, Darm is more than likely going to click U-turn on me. I can Protect, I can Scout it, and then I can go right into my Colossal, try to get the Flame Body burn and pressure him that way. So that's going to be the goal there. Next up we have Zygarde. Now this is a very unique Zygarde set, and it is something that I came up with on my own, luckily, and I had a little bit of help just like finalizing the EV spreads. I have Haze, Spite, Substitute, and 1000 Waves. This is my check to Iron Defense, Body Press, Registeel. I can Spite. As you can see what Spite does, it lowers the target of the last move by 4. So if you have, like, say 16 and you go for 1 and then I use Spite, you have now used 5. So it drastically lowers the amount of offensive pressure something can do and the amount of defensive pressure that something can do. So if he's going for iron defenses, if he's going for rest, sleep talks, whatever, I can click Spite. I can drastically lower his PP. And if he does set up enough, I can click Haze, get rid of the defense boost, and I'm good to go. With this investment, I have enough defense investment to not have a Spadef Registeel's Body Press ever break my sub at neutral, and then I threw the rest into Spadef. That's kind of what I wanted for this set to do, to be my 1v1 Iron Defense, Body Press, Rest, Sleep Talk, Registeel check, and it kind of does pretty well. I have 1000 Waves to be able to trap it in, so that way he cannot just switch out into Serena and then click Triple Axle versus me and then be annoying. I want to trap it in and then I want to beat it. I don't have to worry about it later on in the game. It could get really stally, but it is very, very good at doing what it does, and that is destroying that Registeel. Next up, Choice Specs Regieleki. I have enough speed to be able to outspeed Choice Scarf Gengar. It is the fastest Choice Scarf on the team outside of Talonflame, but Choice Scarf Talonflame does not exist. I have Volt Switch, Thunderbolt, Electro Ball, and Rapid Spin. If I'm able to get rid of the Golurk, this just wins. It OHKOs or 2-hit KOs the entire team. The only thing it does not OHKO is Serena. And everything else just drops. I mean, Registeel takes 1, but it takes like 70%. It takes like 80% from an Electro Ball. So very, 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 very strong. Next up, Spadef Drapion. This is going to be my Gengar check with Protect, again, Knock Off, Toxic, and Poison Jab. If I'm able to spray Toxics around the team on things like the Rotom, the Golurk, the Serena, I'm able to do a lot of damage, but with Protect, Knock Off, Toxic, and Poison Jab, I'm able to do a lot of damage. I do need Max Spadef to be able to take 2 Choice Specs Focus Blasts from Gengar after Stealth Rocks. And with Grassy Terrain, it is even easier because I can Protect, stall it out a little bit, and I can do really, really well with that. But next up, we have Colossal. This is going to be one of the really good switch-ins to Galar Darm, depending on what they're locked into, with Stealth Rock, Flamethrower, Protect, and Spikes. Super, super standard, but with Protect to be able to scout out what it locks into. So like if it comes in on me, I can click Protect, and if it like expects me to switch out and it clicks U-turn, I'm gonna stay in and set up a spike on it. You know, like I think it's just very, very good at I think Protect is very, very good versus Galar Darm. It is detrimental to Galar Darm, but that is going to be the team that we're bringing versus Automatic. Again, I had to bring the best team, and I'm not going to skip out on a team builder because I want you guys to see what my mind thinks whenever I build a team, and I want you guys to see everything that goes into it. But with that, I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. Thank you all so much for watching, and let's hop right over to the battle. Alrighty guys, here we are with the battle against Auto for week number 9 of the EWT final week, winning in for playoffs. Man, I have a really bad sunburn, and I don't know if I mentioned this in my team builder now because I haven't recorded it yet, but I have a really bad sunburn, so I can't regulate my body temperature. So I'm freezing cold right now, and I'm in a sweatshirt and sweatpants, like, ugh. I'm freezing cold. If I don't see Golurk, that would be like best case scenario. Oh my god, it's so cold. I don't see Golurk, best case scenario, but I know I'm going to, and I know I'm going to be sad. God, I can't believe I'm so cold. In like freaking July, man. It's so cold. Okay. You see Golurk. Yep. See the 6 that I was expecting. No Registeel is a little surprising. That kind of makes my Zygarde set like useless. But definitely not the worst. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lead off with my Rillaboom. Because my Rillaboom has Protect, if I'm not mistaken. God, it's so cold. That way if he leads off with Darm, which he does do a lot, I can Protect, I can Scout the move, and then I can go into Colossal to hopefully get a Flame Body burn. That would be very, very nice. Oh my God, it's so freaking cold. My Slowbro goes in. If I can get a Trick Room up, I should claim at least 3. Let off with Washington. Okay. I'm gonna click Knock here. Yeah, I'm just gonna click Knock. There should be no reason why he stays in. He has a really good switch into this, being his Talonflame. And if I can get rid of the boots, I'm gonna be in a really good situation. 30% chance to burn. Right here. Come on, Rillaboom. Be nice to me. Be nice to me. Yo, you're so pretty. You're so pretty. I'm just gonna go into this. Ugh. This Pokemon is nowhere near as good as it was. Nowhere near as good. But let's see what he goes for. It goes for U-turn. I should have Protected to Scout. But you know, it is what it is. If Rotom Wash comes in, I'm going to click Sub. If Serena comes in, I think I'm going to go hard into Colossal. Chill out. Okay. I'm going to go hard into Cole here. I'm expecting like an Ice Skull Crash. Let's just scout it out. Went right for the Earthquake. Okay. Luckily it doesn't kill me, so that's good. But now I know you're locked into EQ, brother. Now I know you're locked into EQ. So I'm going to go directly back into my Rillaboom. And then I'm going to expect the Talonflame to come in. I'm going to go right back into Cole. I'm going to go right back into my Cole. And I'm gonna get on my rocks. I want to force the defog. I want to force some damage. Oh man, that would have been the turn to go into freaking Slowbro, man. That's what I should have done. I don't have stuff chipped enough yet. Need a little bit of health back. Do I want to go for taunt? Like, do I want to scout for taunt? I kind of do, but at the same time, I don't. Like, I'm just going to get on my stealth rocks. If he goes for taunt, like, good play. But at the same time, rocks are fun. Rocks are very fun. Okay. So this is going to force the defog. This is going to force the defog, which means I kind of want to go into my Regieleki. I'm going to start to get some other stuff chipped. Goes for defog, yep. Gonna go hard into Rillaboom. Now, this is where it becomes a little bit tricky, because I know for a fact they're going to go back into the Talonflame, so I'm going to go to my Slowbro. Right? Like, if you go for Poltergeist here, phenomenal play. But there should be no chance that you don't go into Talonflame. Yep. Okay. We're going to Trick Room up. I'm going to use this to break. Yep. Versus... I assume Serena's going to come in. No. Psychic is doing 80 to 96. That's just HP invested. If you Spadef, it does less. But I guarantee do live a Thunderbolt. Unless it's offensive. But if it's offensive, it's doing so much damage that I don't even care, to where I can get at my rocks a little bit later. Then they won't be able to get rid of them. And then I'm going to start chipping down the team. Yeah, I don't really know what you do against this. Goes for Psychic, perfect. Nice. That's fine. Because I'm in the exact same position that I was in before, and I can still switch this thing out later, and I can still have it as a really good Talonflame check. So I'm just going to click Psychic here, kill this thing, or kill whatever comes in. Or kill whatever comes in. Preferably kill this, because then they don't have a defogger. Slowbro looks so derpy. Okay, cool. So Slowbro kills Rotom. Now, do you go into Serena? You're not assault vested, but if you're max HP, like if you're really bulky to be able to take on Zygarde, you die to Flamethrower. You go into Golurk, die to Scald. If you go into, yeah, literally this claims one more kill. Except for Assault Vest Serena. But Assault Vest Serena has no recovery. And I definitely die to a Power Whip. What? Okay, so we're back to where we were right as we DC'd. I was clicking Psychic, I killed the Rotom, and then he had not yet picked his sack. So, realistically, right as I was saying before as we DC'd, doesn't really matter what he goes into. Something is either dying or taking a lot of damage, and I think that it's going to be this Serena, which is going to be dying. Yep. Here I go for Flamethrower. 101 to 120. Let's see, are you AV? You are not. Nice. Get one more turn, one more kill. Let's get it. This Slowbro set is dirty. Dirty is an understatement. Slowbro kills Serena with Flamethrower. Oh man, it feels good to have this set pop off. Shout out to Team Knots TV for suggesting this set. God, dear Lord. Like, what do you sack off? Are you going to sack off your Talonflame and then lose to Rillaboom? Or are you going to sack off your Darm and lose your biggest win con? Are you going to sack off your Slowbro? Like, I don't know. Are you gonna sack off Golurk and then lose to a Lecky? Just I click Thunderbolt 3 times. Like, this set like really does pave the way for literally everything else, and it's phenomenal. And I get to keep it around. I get to keep it around. Nightwing. So he's gonna sack off the Talonflame, I think. Like Scald. Okay. So now, what do you go into? Oh man. Slowbro kills Talonflame with Scald. Slim Shady. That is fine. I'm just gonna go Drapion. Because I get to start clicking Knock. I get to start having some fun. Let's see. If you Wisp me, do I still always break your sub? Shadow Ball. 177 to 132. Did 25%. You, my friend, are choice specs. I click Knock here. And I get rid of an item. I'm hoping to go into Darm afterwards. Like, that would be ideal. Yeah, I'm hoping they go into Darm right here. I knock off the item. Yep. This is perfect. This is the exact scenario that I was expecting. The literal exact scenario. Now, for everybody that is wondering how you beat Galarian Darmanitan in this format, are you ready? Protect. You just run Protect and you get to know what it's locking itself into. Going for U-turn. Going for EQ. Okay, cool. So because of that, I'm going to go into my Zygarde because my Zygarde is 100% useless. My Zygarde is 100% useless. He's going to withdraw, going into Gengar, I assume. Yep. I live a choice specs Dazzling Gleam from full. And I get to go for 1,000 waves. Golurk, if you're max HP, you're still taking 30 to 37. Let's see, how defensive are you, my friend? Because I'm then going to trap you. Perfect. Now, I'm gonna go hard into bro. They can't poltergeist me. They can't do anything to me. Like, like EQ is their best move to hit me, and I think I live 2 of them. Yep. Perfect, and now I get a free Scald. Yeah, this Slowbro set was nasty this game. Poltergeist, I have no item. He forgot that it doesn't work if you don't have an item. And there we go. Regieleki wins. And there we go. Regieleki wins. He forgot that Poltergeist doesn't work when you don't have an item. Oh, man. You know what? TNTV, Team Knots TV, my buddy, my pal, my friend. Let me make sure my Regieleki outspeeds this versus Gengar at +1. I do. I outspeed it guaranteed. I'm just gonna click Psychic. Like, I'm fine with Slowbro going down. I don't even let it go down. Oh, I love Slowbro. Slowbro is so good. So now, Darmanitan, you kill me. Darmanitan doesn't even kill me with a U-turn. Unless it's adamant. Does 48? Oh, wait. Hold on. U-turn kills me. But that is the only thing that kills me. So in order to prevent that, I'm going to go into my Zygarde, and I'm unfortunately going to try to preserve the 6-0. Because I need all of the differential possible. Yep. I need all of the differential possible, and as bad as this sounds, Otto has not lost a single game. This entire season, he has not lost a game. Meaning that if I can win by getting a 6-0, that is going to be a massive moral victory for me, and that is going to make me feel much better. Hopefully it clinches us playoffs. This has been a roller coaster of a season and a phenomenal game. Man, that Slowbro set was phenomenal. That Slowbro set was phenomenal. Okay, so we win 6-0 versus Otto. That's phenomenal. Great, awesome team. Unfortunately, there's a chance we might play him in playoffs, and we brought the #1 team versus him, so that's much less than ideal. But either way, we pick up a massive dub this week, guys. This is a massive dub. But with that, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get on out of here. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.